hello everyone, let's pick my TBR for October. I even have my little ghosty here as my magical assistant. So first, let's go through a quick wrap up of the books that I read in September. So these were the 9 books on my TBR, and of these I read the 3 books in the Folk of the Air trilogy. I rated The Cruel Prince 3.75, and then The Wicked King was a 4.5, and The Queen of Nothing was a 5-star for me. And then I went on to Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. This was a 4.5 star for me. And then I read Caught Up by Liz Tomford. This was an absolute 5-star, my favourite of the month and possibly my favourite of the Windy City series so far. So obviously I made a dent into my TBR last month, however did not complete it, but at least I did stay on track slightly, because sometimes I make TBRs and then I don't stick to them. So now I'm going to go through the 8 books that I would like to get to on my TBR in October. Obviously it's officially the height of spooky season, so all of these are very much giving like fantasy witchy vibes in my opinion, and I decided to do this without prompts this month. I wanted to be in a mood reading kind of situation, so I've picked some that I really want to get to. So let's just get into it. The first book is actually, oh my god, are you okay? As I was saying, it's Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry, and I didn't quite get to this in my September TBR, however I do really want to read it, so I've added it into my October. I obviously went through this last month in my TBR video, but we're basically following our main character, and they live in this world planet situation where they want to basically give up their soldier killing lifestyle and open up a coffee shop. So I think it's just giving the cozy vibes that I need for this season, and I'm excited to just wrap up with a blanket and my pajamas and get through this story. Next up is highly anticipated for me, just because everyone and their mum goes on about this series. They're obsessed with it, but the thing that scares me the most is it's extremely long. There is a lot of books, and there is like prequel series, spin-off series as well that you can get into, and I just know that if I love it, I'm just gonna want to delve into the world. So I have only got the first book on this TBR, however obviously you know me, if I love it I will probably make it my whole personality and become obsessed, and I'm hoping to do a reading vlog for the entire series as well, which will obviously take a while to film and get to you guys, but this is the Zodiac Academy. So yes, I have purchased the first 3 books in the series because they are so pricey, and I think if I like them I'll read the rest on Kindle until I have enough money to purchase the rest, because some of the books later on in the series are like £25, which is just crazy to me. But this is The Awakening, so the first book, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about this story. From what I can grasp, we're in an academy situation, so it's almost giving like academia vibes, and everyone, yeah, so it's in a fae kingdom, so people obviously have powers, and this one focuses on 2 twins, I believe, and they have this kind of birthright that they need to fulfill, which is to graduate from the academy in order to get what they're supposed to get in their inheritance. Okay, so I just read the synopsis, and our main character needs to basically prove they're the most powerful being in the universe in order to claim their birthright. So they also are shocked to find out that every other fae within the kingdom is also able to claim their birthright as well. So there's that competition against other people to get what is theirs, and I think this will have some good enemies to lovers in it, I hope, because that's one of my favourite tropes within fantasy. I'm just excited to get into this because I do like school vibes. Anything that's based within like a university, college, high school, I usually eat up. So I'm very intrigued, scared, all the feelings for this book, but I'm glad that it's finally on my TBR. And now we have another reoccurring book from previous TBRs. There's a theme here. This is The Caraval, the first book in the Caraval trilogy by Stephanie Garber. And I want this in my TBR because I just want to read it so badly, and I basically want to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is up here. So I need to read the series first, and I know that I will enjoy it, I think. But something scares me about it because there's almost like that magic realism where you're in a world where you're not sure what's real and what's right, and I just don't know if that's going to be confusing. So I need to make sure that I'm in the right mind set for this, I think. Obviously, quickly, as I mentioned before, we're following two sisters and they've always wanted to attend Caraval. So this is a circus-like event that randomly occurs each year and you have to be invited in order to go. And this year, the two sisters are finally invited. However, when they get there, they find out that Caraval is based off a lot of games and challenges. And they're shocked to find out that one of the challenges is basically involving one of the sisters. So they have to battle that aspect as well and also understand this new realm that they've entered into because of how magical and spiritual it is. So it can be quite confusing even for the main character, I think, to see kind of what is an illusion and what is real. So this has always been high up on my TBR and I'm going to make it my mission to get to it this month. Next up is Belladonna. So this is the fourth book that I'm adding to my TBR, and I'm just going to read the synopsis to you guys because this has always intrigued me so much. So it says, we're following an orphan called Signa Farrow who's been raised by a string of guardians, each more interested in her wealth than her well-being, and each has met an untimely end. Her only remaining relatives are the elusive Hawthorns, an eccentric family living at Thorngrove, an estate both glittering and gloomy. So when a restless spirit appears claiming that she was poisoned, Signa realises the Hawthorns could be in grave danger and enlists the help of a surly stable boy to help hunt down the killer. But Signa's best chance of uncovering the murderer is an alliance with Death himself, and as the mystery unfurls, Signa realises their growing connection may be more irresistible than she dared imagine. So what led me to this was that specifically, this Death character I'm so intrigued by. Obviously it's someone that's got a bad reputation, who's probably done a lot of killing in the past, and it sounds like it's going to be enemies to lovers situation. I want to get into this world, and I like that there's that mystery aspect of it as well. Also, it seems I'm super excited for this one. Adding to my TBR next is another highly anticipated read, solely because I fell in love with how beautiful the book is, and also because I've seen so many people talk about it. That is These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. And in this, we've obviously got two human girls, and there's the Fae world as well. I don't know why, but I love Fae. Whoever created that in history, I adore you because you have given me some of my favourite books of all time. Thank you. So basically our main character's sister gets taken by like a Fae king. So our main character then has to go on this journey quest to find 3 magical relics to order like in exchange for her sister's life. I just read on the back, she has to pose as a potential bride for the Seelie Prince Ronan, who's not quite as wicked as she once thought. Why am I already obsessed? It's giving fake dating. It's honestly giving 5-star vibes, and I hope it lives up to that. Oh my god, there's also someone else, but as Bree spends time with their mysterious leader Finn, she finds herself struggling to resist his seductive charm. There's 2 boys. I love triangle. Sign me up. Cannot wait. The next book that I'm adding is The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and I'm so intrigued because this book apparently is highly similar to Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and I cannot wait to compare whether the 2 books are similar in that way, because a lot of people are saying that Lauren has literally copied like everything, like plot, character, personalities, all of the good stuff. So it does follow a similar premise to Powerless, whereas in this world it's divided by blood colour, so red or silver, and our reds are the commoners in this situation. And it's all about our main character Mare. She almost has to destroy the world from the inside, so I think she's gonna try and get into the inner circle and work her way in, try and destroy it, and I'm excited for this one. I think it will be a quick, easy read as well. Now, our penultimate book for our October TBR, I've got Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerry Maniscalco, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I think I did a good job there. Now, this is another popular book talk, booktube favourite. I've seen so many people talk about it, but I still have kind of no idea what it's about. I've kind of grasped that we're following 2 sisters that are witches living among humans, until one night one of the sisters basically misses a dinner date that they had planned. So our main character Amelia then finds her sister's dead body. So obviously she wants to go on this journey to figure out what happened, and and she's willing to use dark magic that she can possess to try and find out and almost like revenge her sister's death, and it sounds really good. I've also heard that it might be spicy in a way, or this one isn't, but the next ones are in the series because it is part of a series. Beyond ecstatic to have this on my TBR and to finally get to it. It's just giving October. I think I've picked like perfect books for this month and I cannot wait. The final book on my October TBR, we have got The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstein, and all the information that we are given is the circus arrives without warning, no announcements precede it, it is simply there when yesterday it was not. So I feel like this could be similar to Caraval in a way, where maybe we're not sure what's real, what's not. It could be an illusion, or is it like a secret realm that people have to go into in order to go? But I have heard so many good things about this, and so many people have rated it 5 stars and say that it's underhyped and deserves to be talked about more. So I'll definitely be reading this and letting you guys know my thoughts, because I don't hear too many people talk about it anymore. I feel like maybe 4 or 5 years ago I did, however not recently. It's going to be good, I can just feel it. So there we have it, that is my October TBR. Hopefully I can get through them. Obviously I've chosen quite a lot of books, and at the minute being back at uni, I am probably reading slower than I used to because I'm just busier, I've got a lot on. However, I like to have a good choice, so I'm not limited to just like 4 or 5 books, and it's all giving fantasy and I'm so excited about that. Hopefully I won't get burnt out, but I do know that a lot of these books do have that subplot of romance within them, and they all intrigue me. I have high hopes for all of them, so hopefully it will be an amazing reading month. So that is my October TBR picks. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you have, and subscribe to see my face again. I also want to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. I hit it on Sunday and I cannot believe that I'm at that number, so I'm really appreciative and grateful for anyone that watches my videos or engages in any way. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.